Hello, hello, hello! It's me again. It's Amy, your self-appointed tarot therapist. Glad to see you back. So let me introduce the stars of the show. I mean, outside of me, obviously. Today, the main deck, as was today, will be Once Upon a Time. I really enjoyed this deck a lot. Easy to work with. Gogh Tarot, because we are going into... Oh, actually, wait, that's the thing I remembered. I'm so sorry. Give me just a tiny second. I wanted to use the Da Vinci Van Gogh this morning. Give me a tiny sec. So I was literally in bed last night trying to fall asleep, and I was thinking like what decks I want to use today. And since we use the Gourmet, which is very food oriented and very, Mrs. Claus in her kitchen, that makes sense. But for Santa, I wanted something different. And then I remembered, and it hit me like a truck, that I do have the beautiful Van Gogh deck, which is, very abstract and nighty and painterly, going back to all the little elves who are painting toys in the workshop and etc. So, this is for Santa. Oracle decks will be Cosmic Energies, because it's like it's a good theme. It goes well with the theme of the spread. And obviously the Divine Serenity deck. Here we are. Actually, wait, let me push it back up. Boom, 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 boom. So here's your screenshot opportunity, and I will see you on the flip side. Hi, Earth signs. How are we doing? How are we enjoying the holidays? I hope you are like in the Christmas cheer. Maybe you're not in the Christmas cheer. Okay, what happened? Earth signs, what is plaguing your mind? What is disrupting your sleep? What up? Is it something big, something small, something that you can tackle easily? Is it like a big thing? Dissatisfaction, air sign had this too. How come you're dissatisfied, bored? Can you remedy to that? Is it seasonal depression? Yes, we are asking a lot of questions here. I don't like to make, well, sometimes I do like to make statements, but most of the time I want this to be a collaborative effort. I ask, you self-reflect, answer, and from there you can find your own solutions. Oof, ooh la la. Okay, so it's regarding a higher level commitment with potentially an air sign, or just someone who is very cold, cutting, very boundary driven, not expressing emotions, just maybe she cut you out, which ouch, but potentially very intellectual and witty person. Did you lost communication with this person? Ooh, tradition. Maybe you disagreed on something, on structures and higher level commitments. That's also a possibility. That one really wanted someone, but there is good news on the horizon. As I would say, someone was maybe too fast forward, too passionate, going too fast in the relationship and scared the other one. That's also a possibility. And now someone is in deep contemplation of what has happened and how to mend the situation, perhaps. I would dare, hope. But you are moving to safety and stability with the King of Pentacles, working on your money, your resources, your stability, which were an Earth sign. Very standard. Moving to safe space with the Six of Swords, calmer waters, safer shore. If you have been in a turbulent, dangerous, mentally, emotionally distraught situation, you are moving away from that. Oh, and now we have the King of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So Communicate your bold, fiery, passionate self. Be charismatic about it, but don't be too pushy about it. Try to find a balanced measure in how you want to communicate things without scaring the other person and without coming too forward, too pushy, too aggressive or domineering a little bit. And again, good news. Hold on to your hopes. Things will clear out. Things will shape out. But you will need to make a decision and communicate appropriately. So, for my earth signs. I'm going to be generous and have an 8-card spread. And you will do just fine and survive the process. Don't fret. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, look at that. Happy marriage card. Self-satisfaction. I mean, earth signs. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, happiness. The first row is pure freaking happiness. And now my double. Oh my god, what? And the good cheer with the friends. A bit of self-reflection. And taking charge. Taking command. It's all good stuff. So, let us see. The gifts already delivered. What blessings and growth from this year have you forgotten to unwrap and appreciate? That you already have a beautiful, loving foundation upon which you can build a happily ever after. It has been a long time coming, a slow work in progress, but you are reaching the goal of finalizing something to like make it, you know, build a home and not just a... Oh my fucking god. I sincerely apologize for that. I will try, if I remember, I will cut it out. You have been working a lot and for a long time to reach this space where you can finally lay the foundations of a family, of celebration, of being happy and fulfilled. And literally just not building a house, but building a home. The right person, the right space, the right inclinations, everything so that you can be happy for the long run. And as you usually see it, the Four of Wands is the prelude to the Ten of Pentacles. You are building your legacy, the foundations of your legacy, of your happiness. And you are being practical about it. Something wanted to slip out. Here we are. And there, okay, so after an ending with the Ten of Swords, there will be a new abundance, new opportunity to make money with the Ace of Pentacles. So again, new stability. And maybe that is the reason why you are celebrating this beautiful building grounds. Why building grounds? But building the foundations of something that you can grow slowly, steadily into your Ten of Pentacles. The empty sack that you carry. What are you ready to give freely? Love, time, forgiveness, creativity, without expecting return. Just happiness. Since you are already so blessed, emotionally fulfilled, you can give a bit of your time, a bit of your emotionality, but you're being a shady little snake about it with the Seven of Swords. In the positive light, this could mean you are being very strategic and stealthy in how much emotionality and how much of your cups you deem available to be given out freely to others. And this could be work, friends, family, partner, children if you have. It's measuring what you have to make the appropriate decision, to have enough in your stash that you can give freely without depleting and without running too close to the limit of I'm too short, I need to replenish my batteries, my own well, before I can give to you. It can be also an act of anonymous generosity. Like I see YouTubers cover this a lot on TikTok, this angel tree trend, where you have those angel trees with children or families who are less fortunate. The children and teenagers write up a wish list, which are put on these trees in, I think, Walmart or stores like that. And generous people who have enough funds pick up a child, shop around, and leave the toys at the cashier or whatever. They pay for the toys, but it's left there, and those toys will be delivered to each children who are in this program. So in that light, the empty sack that you carry, that you're ready to give freely, is generosity, but in a not so flashy way. It's like under the cover, under disguise. You don't want anybody to know that it's you being so generous with your time, your love, your money, your attention, whatever the Nine of Cups represents in your life in this time. Let's see if we can get a little clarification there. Okay, no, that's a bit just random. So what is for my earth signs? Oh, and something flipped. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you are definitely financially comfortable enough to give things anonymously, and perhaps that's the whole thing. Like, you don't need the validation of others because it's superfluous, so you are doing it with moderation, with balance, so that it's really the sentiment and the gesture that is put in center stage, and not you needing to be recognized and validated and celebrated for something that in your opinion, perhaps in your heart, in your soul, you believe that everybody should profit from. So you are doing it on the sneaky side with the Seven of Swords, like on the wraps, or not flashy, filming yourself on TikTok doing it, because it's the intent and the gesture and not the recognition that matters to you, which is a beautiful state of array of seeing things. The child awake at midnight. What childlike wonder, excitement, or belief in magic can you reclaim right now? That you have the right to be freaking happy. It's everybody's birthright to be happy in their life, to be blessed, and you are holding on to this for dear life. If you have found just that little seed of something that makes you happy, you are holding on to it, to nurture it, to grow it, to cultivate it, so that the 4 becomes a 9, and with the 9 you can give. And so Six of Pentacles, giving back to the community, to people in your family, to people who matter to you. Your childlike wonder is you are protecting the sacred spark of the sun and of happiness. You have one source of happiness in your life, and you are protecting it at all cost, because you now realize the value of that thing. Or maybe you are not sharing what is making you happy because you know that people around you are Debbie Downers, and they will just straight up steal your light and your shine and that source that makes you so happy. So you are holding on to that, and you are protecting it because you know the value, and you don't want outside sources to taint it. Oh my lord, we have the sun again. So it's like a double card of just sheer unbridled, pure blissful happiness, which is freaking beautiful for the season. The Rooftop Miracle. What unexpected gift or opportunity is about to slide down the chimney of your life? Strength, patience, resilience, maybe making peace with differences from something from the past where you had perhaps conflict and differences. And I'm saying differences because it just really hit me hard that this is Beauty and the Beast. Maybe you have judged people on appearances in the past, and now you see beyond that. You see their soul. you see their heart. And with that, you are more, I mean, it's a gift to be able to see things from a different perspective. And with that, it's a new opportunity of seeing things from the past differently, and to have compassion, empathy, and just strength and resilience to maybe make amends, to reach out and to reconnect with someone from the past. And with that, it will lead you straight to victory and happiness. And with the King of Cups, to your own emotionality, to your own fulfilling your own well of emotional wealth, stability, so you can give to others in appropriate measure, and just making your corner of the world a better place. Ho 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 from the heart. What generous wish do you send out to the world and yourself this Christmas? Oh, you're being a little defensive in sending out wishes, and you are a bit moping. Okay. You are still living in regret and mourning and grievance of something, and you are being very defensive about that. So the generous wish that you send out is that you need to protect yourself, need to protect your energy, and you are hiding the grievance of a loss, the mourning of a loss, and you're not focused on what you still have, which you should. Are you playing or putting up an act? If so, find a trusted friend or family, or somebody to whom you can speak from the heart, lay the truth out, and maybe ask for guidance or something to how not having to be so guarded about what you have lost, and be able to express yourself. Because the more you carry this weight, the heavier it grows, and the more you are in the swamp of just sorrow and grieving and never stepping out and giving your fire to this energy, where you should be giving your fire to more being creative, being happy, being fulfilled, being charismatic, being out there, enjoying life, and not focusing on what you have lost. And with that, we have the Eight of Swords. On top of the loss and the grievance and being defensive, you are also in a stressed out situation with the Eight of Swords, but it's self-imposed. So you can literally step out of this if you reach out to anybody who you trust to just get a tiny load of that grievance off your back. Allow change and transition to transform you, to get past this space of grievance and loss, and past this need of being so defensive, so that you can step out of the Eight of Swords, change, and welcome a new road. So the journey down the chimney, the most important lesson or gift from this entire Advent journey, calendar, event thingy, journey, community, the group chat, the people that you have genuine, uncensored, unbridled fun with, options. So be cautious of your group friends. Be cautious of who you trust with your intimate secrets, your pain, your sorrow, your stress. Trust who has access to your vulnerability. Who is passing for a snake in your life? Because you being an earth sign, very practical, very grounded, you might not be so intuitively inclined, so you are easily bamboozled and bedazzled and swayed by the right word. And so people sneak into your life, into your group chat, they sway you one way or another, they grow on you, you grow fond of them, trust is established, and then they backstab you like a motherfucker, and you are left having to be defensive and mourning losses and grieving losses because the wrong option has slid into your DMs and built this whole thing to destroy another thing. So be very cautious of your friends, your friend group, who you trust, who has what power over you. That is quintessentially very freaking important at this time. And that is the most important lesson from this Advent series for you, my dearest Earth sign. It wants communicate and be cautious of what you communicate with whom, especially regarding what I just said. Too much. We had the Five of Cups again, but it's like too much bundle of cards. So make the right choices so as to avoid conflict, having to be defensive, self-imposed, stressed, and losing things that will linger in your energetic field over and over and over again. The magic of the moment, the energy and blessing of Christmas Day itself, what is here right now, a bit of self-isolation, a bit of diving deep into yourself to see things, to seek wisdom, to seek clarity, a little bit of introspection. Oh, definitely introspection as fuck. With the High Priestess, literally like trusting your intuition and deep diving into your accumulated knowledge, if it's not you watching tarot reads, to have a different perspective and a different view on situations in your life from which you can garner knowledge and wisdom to proceed in a different way going forward. So the energy and blessing of Christmas Day is you taking time out to reflect on things, to seek wisdom, inner wisdom, to maybe grow your relationship with your intuition, to trust it a bit more, or to watch tarot reads to get a different perspective on things to help you grow your own wisdom and see things clearly from a different perspective, to heal, to grow your knowledge database, your cache and your cookies and your, how do they call those? Not signatures, oh my god, the scripts, whatever. Like when you visit a website and they like allow your website, or they allow your IP to log. Certification, here we are. So you are going deep within to like allow all that good stuff to have a deeper impact in your life. And we have the Seven of Swords again. So instead of being sneaky, shady, I'm going to try to read it in a positive light. Being more strategic, being more stealthy. Oh, aha, that gives sense. Being more discerning. With the Seven of Swords, you are being discerning, strategic, concealing some things that you are learning, something that you are assimilating, some wisdom that has come into your life, so that you can better tackle, prepare, and embrace situations when you come out of your hermit mode. So you're better prepared to utilize your intuition and your inner garnered wisdom or highlighted wisdom. The gift under the tree for the new year, the seed of hope, intention or magic you carry forward into the next year. And that is big boss energy, taking charge, taking command, potentially with a spouse, or just in a more nurturing, stable, lush way, where you don't have to worry about resources and where you can nurture and grow what you already have in a gentle but also prolific way. So look at all the gemstones behind her throne. It's like a lot. And with the Emperor, you know that you have those gemstones. You know what is the base, that rock that they grow on. You know how much you have in your kingdom, and you know how to maybe boost or nurture that a little bit so you can have more. With the Queen of Pentacles energy, you can transform those gems, sell a part of it, and when you transform, you can sell at a higher price. So the seed of hope, intention, and magic is you knowing what you have, how you can transform it, and how you can take charge going into 2026 to make even more, to build something solid, to grow something solid, to nurture and transform something that can be beneficial and have a solid return on investment. And I think I'm gonna go to the oracle cards, because that's pretty clear, like a message, as for a message. Oh. So for my earth signs, something for my earth sign. Oh, isn't that cute? We have love, lovey-dovey energy. Oops, wait, back. So, love is everywhere. Open your heart to feel it. And yeah, I mean, nothing to add to that. You just need to literally be open to receive it. Freedom comes from inner liberation, especially if you can step out of that Eight of Swords, which is a self-imposed restrictive energy. Take charge, step out, seek clarity, apply wisdom, trust your intuition, and apply the wisdom that you have within you to guide you out of that stress. Something for my signs. Okay, that was quick. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, isn't she gorgeous? Celebration. If you have something that you can celebrate, even privately, just within yourself, do it. This is the time for good cheer and celebration and happiness and partying. Even if you're single, alone, put on a movie, put on YouTube, go on social media, dip in other people's happiness and celebration, and take some of that for your own, to boost your own happiness, your own serotonin, I think, or dopamine, no, serotonin, and just grow from there. A tiny spark can go such a long way if you know how to harness it and how to transform it, taking charge to go and multiply. So, earth signs, I'm gonna conclude here. Thank you so very much for having been here with me. Thank you for allowing me to read for you guys. 2026, we are going back to each individual sign. So, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I will see you December 31st, literally before the new year. I have the spread already laid out, what I want to read for, to help you transition from 2025 to 2026. Thank you so very much for having been here with me. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you for the views, thank you for the subs, and thank you for allowing me to help you. Ciao, ciao!